We've journeyed through the foundational principles of Wicca, delved into the art of spellcraft, and explored the intricacies of designing complex rituals. Now, let's turn our gaze to a specific Wiccan tradition, Gardnerian Wicca. Understanding the diverse tapestry of Wiccan practices enriches our appreciation for this multifaceted path. Gardnerian Wicca, named after Gerald Gardner, holds a significant place in the history of modern Wicca, serving as a foundational influence for many contemporary traditions. It's a tradition steeped in history, ritual, and a strong sense of community. Gerald Gardner, a pivotal figure in the revival of Wicca in the mid-20th century, presented a system of witchcraft that combined elements of existing folklore, ceremonial magic, and his own unique interpretations. His writings, though sometimes controversial, undeniably shaped the course of modern Wicca, leaving an enduring legacy. Gardner claimed his initiation into a coven of witches dating back centuries, a lineage that, while debated by scholars, remains integral to the narrative and the mystique surrounding the Gardnerian tradition. Regardless of the historicity of his claims, the system he presented became extraordinarily influential. Gardnerian Wicca is characterized by its structured coven system. Unlike solitary practitioners, Gardnerians generally work within a coven, a close-knit group led by a high priestess and a high priest. This hierarchical structure provides a framework for learning, practice, and community support. The coven acts as a crucible for growth, a space where initiates are guided through a series of degrees, each representing a deepening understanding of the craft and its responsibilities. The initiation process itself is a carefully orchestrated ritual, emphasizing secrecy and a gradual unveiling of knowledge. This is not merely about acquiring magical skills, it's about fostering personal growth, responsibility, and a deeper connection to the divine. The rituals in Gardnerian Wicca are often elaborate, involving complex choreography, symbolic gestures, and the invocation of deities. Many rituals are tied to the wheel of the year, reflecting the cyclical nature of life and the changing seasons. The Sabbats, the 8 major festivals marking the solar year, are celebrated with considerable reverence and detailed ritual procedures. These are not merely casual gatherings, they are sacred events, embodying the essence of the Wiccan year. The Esbats, lunar rituals celebrated roughly twice a month, offer opportunities for introspection, divination, and strengthening bonds within the coven. One central element of Gardnerian Wicca is the emphasis on the polarity of the goddess and god, often represented as the triple goddess, maiden, mother, crone, and the horned god. This duality represents not conflict, but rather a harmonious interplay of opposing yet complementary forces, essential for the balance and rhythm of the cosmos. The goddess and god are not distant, aloof beings. They are integral to the natural world and the very fabric of existence. The rituals serve to connect practitioners with these divine energies, allowing them to draw upon their power and wisdom. A crucial aspect of Gardnerian Wicca is the emphasis on ethical conduct. The Wiccan Rede, "And it harm none, do what ye will," is not a mere slogan, it's a guiding principle that informs all aspects of practice. This principle underscores the responsibility that comes with wielding magical power and the importance of acting with consideration and respect. The threefold law, which suggests that energy sent out returns threefold, reinforces this ethical framework. This isn't just about avoiding negative consequences, it's about cultivating a conscious and responsible approach to magic. Beyond the rituals and ethical guidelines, Gardnerian Wicca places significant importance on the use of tools and symbols. The athame, ritual, dagger, the chalice, the wand, and the pentacle are not merely props. They are conduits of energy, focusing and channeling intention. The use of these tools is interwoven with the rituals, adding a layer of symbolic meaning and power to the practice. Similarly, the circle casting, a ritual act of creating a sacred space, is essential to all Gardnerian workings, providing a protective and focused environment. The act of casting a circle isn't just symbolic, it establishes a boundary, both physically and energetically, separating the sacred space from the mundane world. The secrecy surrounding Gardnerian Wicca has historically been a significant aspect of the tradition. This secrecy isn't about exclusion, but rather a way of preserving the sacredness of the practice and protecting initiates during their learning process. The information is often carefully guarded, passed down through the coven lineage. The coven itself serves as a protective community, offering guidance and support. The structured nature of the Gardnerian tradition, with its hierarchical structure and carefully guarded knowledge, creates a distinct atmosphere that differs from many other Wiccan traditions. However, it's important to acknowledge the evolution of Gardnerian Wicca since Gardner's time. Many covens have adapted and modified the original practices, incorporating personal insights and interpretations. While the core tenets remain largely intact, the expression of Gardnerian Wicca varies from coven to coven. The tradition isn't static. It's a living, breathing entity that continues to evolve with its practitioners. The influence of Gardnerian Wicca on the wider Wiccan community cannot be overstated. Many contemporary Wiccan traditions draw inspiration from its practices, beliefs, and structure, even those that have branched off and developed their own unique characteristics. Gardner's work, while controversial in certain aspects, undoubtedly opened a door for many to explore the path of Wicca. It's crucial to note that the origins and early practices of Gardnerian Wicca remain a subject of scholarly debate and varied interpretations. The historical accuracy of certain aspects of Gardner's claims is still questioned by many researchers, and that discussion continues to this day. This does not diminish the impact of the tradition itself, which, regardless of its origins, has undeniably shaped the modern landscape of Wicca. Understanding Gardnerian Wicca provides a valuable perspective on the diversity and richness of Wiccan traditions. It's a tradition that emphasizes community, ritual, and ethical conduct. And while it may not be the path for everyone, it offers a profound glimpse into the world of Wicca and its continuing evolution. Exploring different Wiccan traditions, such as Gardnerian Wicca, allows practitioners to gain a broader understanding of Wicca's depth and diversity. It encourages a more informed and nuanced perspective on this vibrant and multifaceted spiritual path. Whether you find resonance with the structure of Gardnerian Wicca or find other traditions more suitable, the knowledge gained is invaluable in your own personal journey. The exploration itself is a significant step in your understanding of this rich and complex spiritual path. The journey of discovery is just as important as the destination. Having explored the structured and historically significant Gardnerian Wicca, we now turn our attention to another influential branch of the Wiccan tree, Alexandrian Wicca. While both traditions share roots in the revival of Wicca in the mid-20th century, Alexandrian Wicca offers a distinct and, in some ways, less rigidly structured approach to practice. Alexandrian Wicca emerged from the work of Charles Cardell and his wife, Maxine, who were initiated into Gardnerian Wicca. However, they felt compelled to develop their own interpretation of the craft, one that, while respecting the foundation laid by Gardner, diverged in significant ways. This divergence wasn't born from rebellion, but from a desire to create a system that resonated more deeply with their personal understanding and experiences. They weren't seeking to overthrow Gardnerian Wicca. Rather, they were forging a new path within the broader Wiccan framework. One of the most striking differences between Alexandrian and Gardnerian Wicca lies in its approach to ritual. While Gardnerian Wicca often emphasizes elaborate, choreographed rituals, Alexandrian Wicca tends toward a more spontaneous and less formalized approach. This doesn't mean that Alexandrian rituals lack structure. Rather, the emphasis is on a flexible framework that adapts to the needs and energy of the practitioners and the specific situation. The focus is less on strict adherence to a prescribed ritual script, and more on connecting with the divine energies in a personal and meaningful way. This flexibility extends to the use of tools and symbols. While both traditions utilize the atham, wand, chalice, and pentacle, Alexandrian Wicca tends to place less emphasis on the specific form and function of these tools. The tools become instruments of personal expression and conduits for energy, rather than objects imbued with a fixed, predefined significance. This allows for greater creativity and personalization in ritual practice. A practitioner might choose to work with tools that hold personal meaning or that resonate with their specific intention. The role of the high priestess and high priest also differs in Alexandrian Wicca compared to the more hierarchical structure of Gardnerian Wicca. While leadership roles still exist within Alexandrian covens, the emphasis is more on shared leadership and collaborative decision-making. The focus is on mutual respect and a sense of partnership, fostering a more egalitarian dynamic within the coven. This doesn't imply a lack of guidance. Rather, it reflects a different approach to leadership, one where authority is distributed and shared rather than concentrated. Furthermore, the Alexandrian tradition places a significant emphasis on personal growth and self-discovery. The journey within Alexandrian Wicca is seen as a continuous process of evolution, with a strong focus on individual exploration and understanding. The coven serves as a supportive environment for this journey, offering guidance and camaraderie, but the ultimate responsibility for spiritual growth rests with the individual. This emphasis on self-reliance cultivates a strong sense of autonomy and personal power within the practitioner. The incorporation of a wider range of magical practices is another key aspect distinguishing Alexandrian Wicca. While Gardnerian Wicca draws heavily on ceremonial magic and traditional witchcraft practices, Alexandrian Wicca demonstrates a greater openness to incorporating various magical techniques and perspectives. This inclusivity extends to the pantheon of deities as well. While both traditions honor the horn god and triple goddess, Alexandrian Wicca embraces a broader spectrum of deities and spiritual forces, reflecting a more inclusive and less rigidly defined cosmology. This openness allows practitioners to connect with divine energies that resonate with their individual beliefs and experiences. The emphasis on eclecticism in Alexandrian Wicca leads to a less codified and more fluid practice. While core principles remain consistent, there's room for individual interpretation and adaptation, resulting in a diversity of expressions within the tradition. This creates a vibrant and dynamic practice, adapting to the unique needs and perspectives of each individual and coven. The lack of strict adherence to a single set of rules allows for greater creativity. The relatively less secretive nature of Alexandrian Wicca, compared to Gardnerian Wicca, also contributes to its distinct character. While secrecy played a significant role in the early development of both traditions, Alexandrian Wicca has generally been more open to sharing information and knowledge. This increased accessibility allows for broader participation and the growth of the tradition through a wider range of perspectives and interpretations. However, this openness doesn't negate the importance of ethical considerations. The Wiccan Rede remains a central guiding principle, and the Alexandrian tradition emphasizes responsible and ethical magical practice. The emphasis isn't on avoiding potential negative consequences, but on cultivating a mindful and thoughtful approach to magic, ensuring that actions are aligned with compassion and respect. The Alexandrian tradition's emphasis on personal experience and exploration doesn't diminish the importance of ritual. Rituals are still viewed as essential, but their structure is often less formal and more adaptable to the specific circumstances and intentions of the practitioner. This fluidity doesn't imply a lack of structure. Rather, it reflects a flexible framework allowing for personal expression and improvisation within a defined context. The difference in emphasis between Alexandrian and Gardnerian Wicca shouldn't be interpreted as one tradition being superior to the other. Both traditions offer valuable paths to spiritual growth and magical practice. The choice between them, or any other Wiccan tradition, depends entirely on individual resonance and personal preferences. What resonates deeply with one individual may feel stifling or unfulfilling to another. A key takeaway from exploring both Gardnerian and Alexandrian Wicca is the recognition that Wicca is not a monolithic entity. It's a dynamic and evolving spiritual path, encompassing a diversity of practices and beliefs. The differences between these traditions highlight the richness and flexibility of Wiccan practice, illustrating that there is no single right way to be a Wiccan. The path is personal and profoundly individual. Comparing and contrasting these traditions, and indeed, the many others that exist within the broader Wiccan community, allows for a deeper appreciation of the breadth and depth of this ancient spiritual path. Each tradition offers a unique lens through which to explore the fundamental principles of Wicca: the reverence for nature, the honor of the divine, and the responsible use of magic. The more we explore these diverse expressions of Wicca, the more profound our understanding of this multifaceted tradition becomes. The journey of discovery is an ongoing process, filled with opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery. It's a journey that extends beyond any single tradition, fostering a greater understanding and appreciation for the rich tapestry of Wiccan practice. And it's a journey that is uniquely personal to each individual practitioner. The key is to find the path that resonates most deeply with your heart and soul, and to embark upon it with an open heart and a curious mind. The possibilities are as boundless as the night sky itself. Remember, the Wiccan path is not a destination, but an ongoing journey of exploration and self-discovery. Having delved into the rich tapestry of Gardnerian and Alexandrian Wicca, we now embark on a journey to explore a tradition deeply rooted in the historical and cultural landscape of Northern Europe. Seax-Wica. Unlike the traditions previously discussed, Seax-Wica doesn't trace its lineage back to Gerald Gardner's 20th century revival. Instead, it draws its inspiration from the pre-Christian spiritual practices of the Anglo-Saxon and Germanic peoples, creating a vibrant and uniquely modern expression of Wicca. Its practitioners often find themselves drawn to the connection with ancestral heritage, the powerful symbolism of nature, and a strong emphasis on practical magic, interwoven with deep reverence for the land and its rhythms. Seax-Wica's foundational tenets resonate deeply with those seeking a more earth-based, less formalized approach to Wicca. It's a tradition that embraces the raw energy of the natural world, eschewing the sometimes rigid structures found in other branches of Wicca. While its origins are relatively recent, emerging in the late 20th century, the lineage of its spiritual beliefs stretches back to the ancient paganism of Northern Europe, drawing upon runes, myths, and folk practices that survived centuries of Christianization. This makes Seax-Wica particularly attractive to individuals with a strong connection to their heritage, or those seeking a practice deeply entwined with the lore and landscape of their ancestors. One of the most significant aspects of Seax-Wica lies in its respectful integration of ancestral spirituality. It doesn't seek to replicate the past, but rather to learn from it, understanding the beliefs and practices of the Anglo-Saxons and other Germanic peoples as a means of enriching and informing contemporary practice. This involves researching ancient texts, studying historical artifacts, and engaging with modern scholarship to unearth a clearer picture of past spiritual practices. This process is not merely academic, it's a spiritual journey, connecting the modern practitioner to a lineage that extends back through centuries. The aim is not to perfectly reconstruct ancient rituals, but to draw inspiration from them, adapting their essence to fit the modern context. The concept of word, a key element in Anglo-Saxon and Norse mythology, plays a central role in Seax-Wica. Word represents fate or destiny, but not in a deterministic sense. It's more accurately understood as the interwoven threads of cause and effect, the interconnectedness of all things, and the inevitable flow of time and change. Understanding word encourages a deep respect for the natural order and a willingness to work with the flow of events rather than attempting to control them. This acceptance of the unpredictable nature of life doesn't equate to passivity. Rather, it fosters a sense of responsibility and a commitment to making conscious choices that align with the greater harmony of the cosmos. The pantheon of deities in Seax-Wica reflects the rich mythological heritage of the Anglo-Saxons and Germanic peoples. While the specific deities honored can vary between practitioners and covens, many Seax-Wican practitioners find themselves drawn to the powerful figures from Norse and Anglo-Saxon mythologies. The figures aren't simply worshipped as abstract entities. They are perceived as powerful forces of nature, embodying different aspects of the cosmos. This approach often leads to a deeply personal and evocative connection to the divine, reflecting a connection with the very land and its spirit. The reverence for nature in Seax-Wica is profound. The natural world isn't simply a backdrop for ritual. It's a living, breathing entity worthy of deep respect and honor. Seax-Wican practitioners often find themselves drawn to the ancient woodlands, the rolling hills, and the wild spaces, feeling a strong connection with the land and its energies. Rituals are frequently performed outdoors, connecting the practitioner directly with the elemental forces and the subtle energies of the earth. This immersion in nature fosters a deep sense of grounding and fosters a direct connection with the divine. The natural world becomes not just a location for practice, but a sacred space integral to the practice itself. The use of runes in Seax-Wica is significant. Runes are ancient Germanic symbols, each possessing its own unique meaning and energy. They are used in various ways within the tradition, from divination and spellcasting to personal reflection and meditation. The use of runes serves as a direct link to the ancient spiritual traditions of the Germanic peoples, offering a rich source of symbolic understanding. Learning the runes becomes not merely an intellectual exercise, but a journey of spiritual self-discovery, unlocking the deeper meaning of these powerful symbols. Unlike some Wiccan traditions, Seax-Wica doesn't generally adhere to a strictly structured liturgical calendar. While acknowledging the significance of the Wheel of the Year, The emphasis is on connecting with the changing seasons in a personal and intuitive way, attuned to the specific landscape and the rhythms of nature. This adaptable approach allows for a flexible and fluid practice, responding to the unique needs and energies of the individual practitioner and the surrounding environment. Instead of adhering to rigidly defined dates, the emphasis is on celebrating the natural cycles and their corresponding energies. Furthermore, the emphasis on ancestral veneration in Seax-Wica extends beyond simply acknowledging past deities. It involves a deep respect for the lives and experiences of past generations, recognizing their impact on the present. This connection to the past is not merely historical, it's a spiritual connection, recognizing the unbroken thread that links present generations to their ancestors. Practitioners might incorporate ancestor veneration into their rituals, seeking guidance and wisdom from those who came before them. This connection fosters a sense of belonging and continuity, grounding the individual within a larger historical and spiritual context. The magical practices in Seax-Wica are frequently earth-based and practical, focusing on techniques that connect the practitioner directly with the energies of the natural world. Herbalism, for example, plays a prominent role, with herbs and plants being used for healing, spellcasting, and ritual. Rune work, as mentioned earlier, features significantly, offering a powerful means of divination, spellcraft, and personal transformation. The emphasis is not on complex ceremonial magic, but on simple, effective techniques grounded in the practical and tangible realities of the natural world. This focus on practical magic makes Seax-Wica accessible to those seeking a less theoretical and more experiential approach to Wicca. The structure of Seax-Wica covens, or kindreds as they are sometimes called, is often less formal than in some other Wiccan traditions. While some kindreds may have designated leaders, the emphasis is generally on shared responsibility and collaborative decision-making. The focus is on fostering a strong sense of community and mutual support, creating a supportive environment where individuals can learn from each other and grow together on their spiritual journeys. This less hierarchical structure promotes egalitarianism and encourages personal expression and autonomy within the group. Seax-Wica, unlike some other traditions, often emphasizes the importance of solitary practice in conjunction with coven work. The solitary practitioner can explore their own relationship with the divine and the natural world at their own pace, developing their skills and understanding independently. However, the communal aspect of a kindred remains vital, providing a supportive network and opportunities for sharing knowledge and experiences. This combination of solitary and group practice allows for a rich and multifaceted spiritual path, accommodating different learning styles and personal preferences. However, despite its historical inspiration and reverence for the past, Seax-Wica is not a static tradition. It's a living, evolving practice that adapts to the needs and experiences of its practitioners. This adaptability ensures that the tradition remains relevant and meaningful in the modern world, while staying true to its core values of ancestral connection, earth-based practice, and reverence for the... In conclusion, Seax-Wica provides a unique pathway into Wiccan practice, offering a blend of ancient wisdom and modern relevance. Its emphasis on ancestral heritage, earth-based magic, and the deep connection to the natural world makes it a particularly resonant tradition for many. Whether you're drawn to its historical roots, its emphasis on practical magic, or its flexible and inclusive approach to community, exploring Seax-Wica could open doors to a profoundly enriching and personal spiritual journey. It's a tradition that celebrates the past while embracing the present, a testament to the enduring power of ancient spiritual practices in the modern world. Its unique approach to Wicca invites those seeking a path deeply rooted in nature and ancestral connection to explore its possibilities with an open heart and a curious mind. Stepping away from the Anglo-Saxon roots of Seax-Wica, we now turn our gaze westward to the verdant isles and rugged coastlines of the Celtic lands. Celtic Wicca, a vibrant and diverse tradition, draws its strength and inspiration from the rich tapestry of Celtic mythology, folklore, and history. Unlike traditions with a clearly defined lineage and founder, Celtic Wicca is more of a collection of interconnected practices, united by a shared reverence for the ancient Celtic cultures and their deep connection to the land. This makes it a particularly fascinating and adaptable path for those seeking a personal and deeply intuitive connection to the earth. The heart of Celtic Wicca beats in rhythm with the natural world. Ancient Celtic societies held the land sacred, viewing it not merely as a resource, but as a living, breathing entity interwoven with the spiritual realm. This deep reverence for nature permeates every aspect of Celtic Wicca, from its rituals and celebrations to its magical practices and worldview. Practitioners often find themselves drawn to the wild landscapes, the whispering forests, the crashing waves, the windswept moors, feeling a powerful connection to the ancient spirits that inhabit these places. These places aren't simply locations for ritual, they are considered sacred spaces, brimming with energy and imbued with the essence of the divine. Celtic mythology provides a rich source of inspiration for Celtic Wiccans. The pantheon of Celtic deities is vast and varied, reflecting the diverse cultures and landscapes of the Celtic lands. Unlike some Wiccan traditions that focus on a smaller, more defined set of deities, Celtic Wicca embraces a wide range of divine figures, each possessing unique attributes and domains. These deities are not perceived as distant, impersonal entities, but as powerful forces of nature, deeply intertwined with the lives and experiences of the practitioners. Their stories, passed down through generations in myths and legends, offer a deep well of wisdom and guidance, enriching the spiritual journey of those who honor them. Many Celtic Wiccans find themselves drawn to the figures of the Tuatha De Danann, the mythical people of Irish folklore. These powerful beings, often associated with magic and the otherworld, represent the vibrant and mysterious aspects of the Celtic spiritual landscape. Their stories, filled with wonder and enchantment, provide a potent source of inspiration for ritual work and magical practice. The Tuatha De Danann, with their vibrant personalities and complex relationships, offer a rich tapestry of archetypes to explore, leading to a deeper understanding of the self and the divine. Similarly, the Welsh mythology offers its own pantheon of powerful figures, including the majestic and often fierce goddess Rhiannon, associated with horses, sovereignty, and the otherworld. Her stories often feature themes of transformation and rebirth, mirroring the cyclical nature of life and the spiritual journey. Other Welsh deities, such as the powerful god Aran, lord of the otherworld, and associated with hunting and the wild, provide further avenues for exploration and connection within the Celtic pantheon. The variety and depth of these mythologies invite practitioners on a journey of discovery, allowing them to connect with the deities that resonate most deeply with their own spiritual path. The festivals celebrated in Celtic Wicca are often aligned with the cycles of the natural world, reflecting the deep connection between spirituality and the land. While some practitioners may align their celebrations with the Sabbats of the Wheel of the Year, many find themselves drawn to celebrating the Celtic festivals, such as Imbolc, Beltane, and Samhain, which are deeply rooted in the agricultural and seasonal rhythms of the Celtic lands. These festivals are not merely occasions for ritual, they are opportunities to connect with the ancient energies of the land, honoring the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Imbolc, for example, marks the first stirrings of spring, the awakening of nature after the winter slumber. Celebrations often involve rituals of purification, cleansing, and renewal, symbolizing the emergence of new life and hope. Beltane, on the other hand, celebrates the height of summer, a time of abundance and fertility. Rituals might focus on themes of love, passion, and creativity, reflecting the vibrant energy of the season. Finally, Samhain, marking the end of the harvest and the transition into winter, offers a time for reflection, remembrance, and honoring the ancestors. The rituals associated with Samhain often explore themes of death, rebirth, and the cyclical nature of existence, providing a powerful opportunity for spiritual introspection. Beyond the major festivals, Celtic Wicca also incorporates the celebration of local and regional traditions. This means that the specific practices and rituals may vary significantly depending on the practitioner's geographical location and ancestral heritage. This diversity is a testament to the richness and adaptability of the tradition. It's not uncommon to see rituals adapted to local folklore, incorporating elements specific to a particular region, fostering a deep sense of place and connection to the specific energies of the land. Magical practice within Celtic Wicca draws heavily on the natural world. Herbalism, for example, plays a central role, with herbs and plants being used for healing, spellcraft, and ritual. The intricate knowledge of medicinal plants held by many ancient Celtic societies continues to inform the practice of Celtic Wicca with practitioners often learning about the properties of plants and their magical uses through research, experience, and connection to the earth. Many practitioners also use crystals and stones found in their local environments, believing them to hold powerful energies and offer insight into one's spiritual journey. Divination plays an important role in Celtic Wicca. While the tarot can be used, many practitioners find themselves drawn to methods more deeply connected to Celtic tradition, such as using ogham staves, an ancient Celtic alphabet. Each symbol represents a tree or other natural element and holds a rich symbolic meaning, offering a powerful tool for divination, self-reflection, and spiritual guidance. Scrying, gazing into a reflective surface, such as water or crystal, is another popular method, allowing practitioners to connect with the unseen realms and receive messages from the spirit world. These practices offer a direct link to the ancient wisdom of Celtic culture, inviting a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Celtic Wicca often emphasizes the importance of solitary practice, allowing individuals to connect with their own spirituality and develop a personal relationship with the divine. However, many practitioners also find community and support within covens or kindreds, sharing their experiences, learning from each other, and creating a collective sense of belonging. These groups often hold rituals together, celebrating festivals and engaging in magical practices as a community, strengthening the bonds of fellowship and providing a supportive environment for individual growth. Whether practicing alone or in a group, the overarching aim remains the same: to deepen the connection with the land, the divine, and the rich heritage of Celtic spirituality. It's important to note that Celtic Wicca isn't a monolithic tradition. It encompasses a wide range of practices and beliefs, reflecting the diversity of Celtic cultures and the personal interpretations of its practitioners. There's no single authority or governing body. Instead, it's a fluid and ever-evolving tradition, shaped by the experiences and insights of those who practice it. This inherent flexibility allows for a personalized approach, accommodating different spiritual needs and preferences. The common thread that unites all practitioners is the shared reverence for the natural world, the rich tapestry of Celtic mythology, and the enduring connection to the ancient spirit of the Celtic lands. This respect for the past, combined with a willingness to adapt and evolve, ensures that Celtic Wicca remains a vibrant and relevant tradition, offering a profound and deeply personal pathway to spiritual understanding and growth. It's a journey of continuous exploration, discovery, and deepening connection with the ancient wisdom and enduring magic of the Celtic world. It's a tradition that encourages personal growth, adaptation, and respectful interaction with the natural world and its spiritual energies. It's a testament to the enduring power of connection to the land and the strength found in community. Eclectic Wicca represents a fascinating departure from the more structured traditions we've explored. Instead of adhering to a specific lineage or established set of practices, Eclectic Wicca embraces a choose-your-own-adventure approach to spirituality. It's a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of various traditions, personal experiences, and intuitive insights. This freedom to personalize your practice is both its greatest strength and its greatest challenge. The beauty lies in the ability to craft a spiritual path uniquely tailored to your soul, reflecting your individual beliefs, values, and experiences. The challenge lies in the responsibility of creating a coherent and meaningful system that supports your spiritual growth. The foundation of Eclectic Wicca rests upon a deep understanding of the core principles that underpin Wicca as a whole. The Wiccan Rede, "And it harm none, do what ye will," remains a crucial ethical guideline, ensuring that your personal practice is rooted in respect for yourself, others, and the natural world. The threefold law, the idea that energy returns threefold, serves as a reminder of the importance of mindful action and taking responsibility for the consequences of your choices. These principles, while flexible in their application, remain steadfast cornerstones, providing a moral compass for your eclectic journey. Building your unique path begins with exploration. Delve into the rich tapestry of Wiccan traditions. Perhaps the potent earth-based practices of Celtic Wicca resonate with your deep connection to nature, or maybe the structured rituals of Gardnerian Wicca appeal to your need for order and community. Consider the vibrant imagery and potent symbolism found in various pantheons. Do you feel drawn to the fierce independence of Brigid or the nurturing wisdom of the triple goddess? Exploring these various traditions isn't about adopting them wholesale. Instead, It's about discerning what elements speak to your heart and soul. This involves reading extensively, attending workshops, if possible, and engaging in mindful reflection on your own experiences. Journaling becomes an invaluable tool in this process. Document your explorations, the traditions you encounter, the deities that capture your attention, the rituals that intrigue you. Reflect on your experiences, noting the emotions and insights they evoke. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try different types of meditation, explore various forms of divination, and engage in ritual work inspired by the traditions that call to you. As you delve deeper, you'll begin to notice recurring themes, symbols, and practices that resonate most strongly with your inner self. Once you've begun to identify the elements that resonate with you, the process of synthesizing them into a cohesive practice begins. This isn't simply a matter of picking and choosing. It requires careful consideration and thoughtful integration. Consider how different elements complement and enhance each other. For example, you might incorporate the reverence for nature found in Celtic Wicca with the structured ritual framework of Gardnerian Wicca. This might involve creating rituals that are deeply connected to the natural world, using a circular structure inspired by Gardnerian practices. The creation of your personal pantheon is a crucial aspect of building your eclectic path. You might choose to honor a specific deity from a particular tradition, or you might create your own syncretic deity, blending aspects of several figures to reflect your unique spiritual experience. This doesn't mean discarding the rich histories and traditions associated with these deities. Rather, it's about creating a personal relationship with the divine that feels authentic and deeply meaningful. Remember to approach this with respect, acknowledging the origin and significance of each deity you incorporate into your pantheon. Research and careful consideration are key to avoid any cultural appropriation or misrepresentation. Ritual design is another vital element of crafting your eclectic practice. You might draw inspiration from various traditions, adapting and modifying rituals to suit your personal preferences and beliefs. Perhaps you'll incorporate elements of visualization from one tradition, incorporating herbal correspondences from another, and structure the ritual around a seasonal celebration. The key is to create rituals that are deeply meaningful and resonate with your spiritual experience. Don't be afraid to experiment with different tools, symbols, and methods, refining your rituals over time. A well-crafted ritual should feel powerful, fulfilling, and deeply connected to your personal path. The incorporation of divination plays a significant role in many Wiccan paths, and Eclectic Wicca is no exception. You might choose to work with tarot cards, runes, scrying, or other divination tools. Experiment with different methods to discover what speaks most clearly to your intuition. Remember that divination isn't about predicting the future. It's about gaining insights and guidance, clarifying your intentions, and deepening your connection to your intuition. Use divination as a tool for self-reflection and spiritual growth, trusting your intuition to interpret the messages you receive. While many eclectic Wiccans practice solitarily, connecting with others who share similar interests can be invaluable. Seeking out like-minded individuals, either online or in person, can provide a supportive community for sharing experiences, learning from each other, and engaging in shared ritual practices. Remember, the strength of community is not about conformity but about mutual respect and shared learning. It's a space for growth, both individually and collectively. Creating an eclectic Wiccan path is an ongoing journey of self-discovery, exploration, and integration. It's a process of continuous refinement as your understanding of yourself and the spiritual world deepens. Remember that there are no right or wrong answers. The only true measure of success is the creation of a practice that feels authentic, meaningful, and supportive of your spiritual growth. Embrace the freedom, celebrate your uniqueness, and enjoy the journey of crafting your own unique and deeply personal path within the vibrant tapestry of Wicca. This journey is a testament to the power of self-expression and the inherent beauty of creating a spiritual practice uniquely tailored to your soul. It's a path of continuous exploration, allowing for constant growth and evolution as you deepen your understanding of yourself and the universe around you. The ability to adapt and change your practice as you evolve is a testament to the flexibility and enduring appeal of Eclectic Wicca. Your eclectic path, unlike established traditions, doesn't have a preset structure or established practices. This is both liberating and challenging. This means that you, and you alone, are responsible for crafting a cohesive and meaningful system. The freedom allows for a unique path that resonates deeply with your individual beliefs and values, but it requires a great deal of self-reflection, research, and experimentation to avoid creating an incoherent or unbalanced practice. The process of self-discovery becomes as important as the path itself. As you explore different Wiccan traditions and magical practices, consider not only the rituals and beliefs, but also the underlying philosophy and worldview of each tradition. This careful consideration is vital to ensuring that your eclectic path isn't just a collection of disparate elements, but a harmonious blend that reflects your own coherent spiritual understanding. You might find that certain aspects of different traditions resonate more strongly with you than others, and that's perfectly acceptable. The key is to integrate those elements in a thoughtful and meaningful way, creating a unified and balanced practice. One potential pitfall of eclectic Wicca is the tendency to jump from one practice to another without fully understanding or integrating any single one. It's important to take your time, to delve deeply into the traditions and practices that intrigue you, and to develop a strong understanding of their principles and philosophies before attempting to integrate them into your personal practice. Rushing through the process can lead to a superficial understanding and a lack of depth in your spiritual journey. The responsibility lies with you to ensure that your eclectic path remains ethically sound and respects the traditions you draw from. Avoid cultural appropriation or misrepresentation of different cultures and traditions. Always approach these practices with respect, understanding, and a commitment to learning and understanding their true meaning and significance. Engage in thoughtful research. Seek guidance from experienced practitioners when possible, and always remain open to learning and growing. This conscious and respectful approach is crucial for maintaining the integrity and authenticity of your eclectic path. Remember, your eclectic Wiccan path is a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving and changing as you grow and learn. This fluidity is one of the great strengths of this approach. Don't be afraid to adapt and modify your practices as your understanding deepens, your experiences evolve, and your spiritual journey unfolds. Embrace the process of change and growth, and allow your eclectic path to become a reflection of your ongoing evolution. Your personal Wiccan practice is an ongoing project, a journey of self-discovery and spiritual exploration. Embrace the flexibility and the freedom, and allow your path to become a testament to your personal growth and unique spiritual